this moment, isn't it? I'm looking at you, and you look like a really nice bunch. There's been such great energy. I was sitting here for 5 minutes, and it just feels great, this room. And you look really friendly and up for it, so thank you. And you're looking a bit unsure, you know, voice coach, don't worry, it's going to be fine. And I can see a couple of really brainy TED faces there. There's going to be a few ideas too. But it is this moment where our worlds are colliding right now. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you, and it hits my brain with a feeling of adrenaline. Accelerating molecules, you might say. And different people deal with this moment differently. Some of us go, hey, you know, there are people who are confident, they cope with this moment totally fine. And then there are other people and not so confident, and it stops them speaking this moment. Makes them feel anxious, makes them feel maybe they're not up to it. And that is not the case. Actually, all of us have confidence within. And what I want to talk about today is the idea that we can find more confidence within us if we know where to look. Where do we look? We go within. We look under the bonnet. That's where we're going next. And the reason I want to talk about this is because many years ago, I stood in front of an audience this big, bigger, at Central Hall, which is by the Houses of Parliament, a really big Methodist space. And I was super excited about that moment because I knew that it was my big moment as a rookie voice coach and that I was going to be able to speak. And I stepped up in front of that audience, and what happened was everything that could possibly go wrong did. I went too fast, I lost my words. It felt like such a horrible experience. And just as I thought it couldn't get any worse, the microphone broke. And I looked out across the room, and I said in my big voice coach voice, there wasn't this much wind at the time, I have to say, and I said in my big voice coach voice, can you hear me at the back? And someone said, speak up. And I just felt this feeling of absolute shame. That feeling of an audience looking at you and a feeling of judgment which cripples us. And I left that venue and I thought to myself, never again. Now that clearly didn't work because I'm here. I also thought I'm going to do it differently next time. I'm going to make sure that the next time I stand up to speak, it feels good. And where I had to go was within. Now, we live in a really visual culture. We spend a lot of time, if we think about two worlds, we spend a lot of time thinking about the outside, maybe especially for women. And actually, confidence doesn't exist on the outside. It exists within, in the visceral stuff, in the bits within you that we don't see. And we're going to go to those bits. And when I was thinking about this idea 3 months ago, when I got asked to do it, I started to feel nervous about this moment. I started to think about a quote that the director Peter Brook had said, which is that we open new drawers in the self. And I started to think about a chest of drawers. And then I came across this really cool maker called George McCallum, who's actually sitting there. And I said to George, can you make me a chest of drawers? And he did. Now you might be wondering what this object is. And what this object is here is what George made. But when you ask a maker to make a chest of drawers, they don't always do what you think they're going to do. Do you want to see what he did? Yeah, thanks George. Best response of the morning. Upstaged by the furniture. And within this little chest of drawers, this rather big, manly chest of drawers, are 3 secrets to finding confidence within. 3 lessons that I had to learn on the way. Now there's a big lesson in here. The last lesson is the big one. We're going to get there. And it's not what you might think. It's a lesson that might surprise you. But first, would you like to see inside the first drawer? A bit delicate, this. George.